My billionaire husband threw me into a slum on our first anniversary. My father's illegitimate daughter, Serena, was on his arm, wearing my wedding ring. 1 year ago, the night before my wedding, she had drugged me. Sleeping pills in my tea. I was out before midnight. She climbed into my bridal car, took my name, my groom, and every wedding gift my mother had spent months preparing. The accounts, the jewellery, all of it. I came to before the vows were done.
Sheet.
I walked into that ceremony hall in my ruined dress and pointed at her standing at the altar.
That's not me!
The room went silent. Serena turned around under the veil. Every camera in the room found her face. She dropped to her knees on the carpet.
Sister, I just wanted to be loved.
I had security tie her up, dragged out. I married Damien. I took back everything, or so I thought, until now, a year later. I became the one, bound hand and foot on the floor of an abandoned building. Damien and Serena stood over me. Damien adjusted his cufflinks.
Your father is bankrupt. If I didn't still need to manage the fallout, humiliating Serena would be worth your death 1,000 times over. You're not even worth a dog.
Serena tilted her head.
Sister, you humiliated me once.
She leaned into his arm.
Rot in here and make amends. Damien belongs to me now.
Damien raised his hand. The door opened. 3 men filed in from the hallway. The way they looked at me made my skin crawl. One of them was holding a camera. Damien didn't look up.
Do whatever you want with her. Send me the footage when it's over.
Couldn't take it anymore. I pulled free from the restraints, crossed the room, and threw myself through the open window. I married into the most powerful family in the capital, and the illegitimate daughter who'd never been wanted at home turned green with envy. The day before the wedding of the century, she drugged me, climbed into my wedding car in my place, and make off with my 100 billion marriage gifts. She made a grand entrance and married into the family instead of me. When I came to, I wasn't having it. I had the illegitimate daughter tied up and dragged back. I got my wish and married into the Voss family. But a year later, my husband threw me into a slum. His eyes were vicious.
If it weren't for the financing support of your family,
His voice cold as ice.
no amount of dying would be enough to pay for how you humiliated your sister.
The illegitimate daughter stood beside him,
Now your family's gone bankrupt.
laughing softly.
You're worth less than a dog.
Sister, you humiliated me once. Now you can go pay for it properly. I'll be comfortable in your place as Mrs. Voss.
Unable to bear the humiliation, I died by suicide. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the day of the wedding of the century. I climbed out of bed, sat for an hour with my head in my hands before I opened the door and stepped out. Mum was just heading back up the staircase, leaning on the housekeeper's arm. She looked up, saw me at the top of the landing and froze. Dad's brow furrowed
Vivienne.
first.
What are you doing here? Then who just got into the Voss car?
He pointed toward the front door.
What? Someone took my place? Last night Serena said she couldn't bear to see me go. She made a calming tea for me. Said it would help me sleep. I took 2 sips and woke up just now.
The bustling foyer went dead silent. Everyone exchanged uneasy glances. Mum staggered, nearly fainted,
Find her.
then snapped at the staff to grab Mrs. Ward, Serena's birth mother, who was already edging toward the side door.
Stop! What did you do?
Mrs. Ward dropped to her knees, eyes darting, voice stuttering.
Ma'am, I don't know what you mean. Miss Viviana overslept. How is any of that my Serena's fault?
The butler rushed in.
Sir, ma'am, the Callum family's procession has arrived. They're waiting at the front gate.
Mum's face went cold.
Where is Serena? Bring her here, now.
I tilted my chin down to hide the mock in my eyes. Where else would she be? In Damien's bed. When we picked out the wedding dress, Damien kept insisting on one with a veil. They'd had all of this planned out from the start.
I'm ready.
By now, the vows were done. They'd be in the bridal suite. My gaze caught the smug twitch at the corner of Mrs. Ward's mouth. I was sure of it now. Mother and daughter. What a tidy little operation. Mrs. Ward had been our family's housekeeper years ago, but one day, she drugged my father, climbed into his bed, gave birth to Serena, bought herself a life of luxury. Now Serena had drugged me and walked down the aisle wearing my name. Done deal before anyone could stop it. All that was left for me was the wedding she didn't want. Marrying into the Callum family. The Callum were new money. 2 years on the scene, nowhere near the old family's depth, but aggressive, hungry.
Welcome home, sir.
Their name was on every major emerging tech deal. Pity their heir was in a wheelchair. Dad had a sharp eye for the long game. That's why he'd paired Serena with the Callum. If they thrived, Serena would rise with them. If they faltered, the Harrington name would shield her. She didn't understand. She just saw the wheelchair. So she pulled the switch and shoved the wedding she hated onto me. If I went through with it, by tonight, every dinner party in Manhattan would be whispering about how the Harrington heiress married a cripple. The whole family would be a punchline. Last time, that's how she'd kept her heel on my neck. But last time, with my parents behind me, I'd stormed the wedding. The Voss still needed Harrington backing. They threw Serena out of the bridal suite to keep the deal. I got my wish, became Mrs. Voss. Damien treated me like I was made of glass and gold. I didn't know then that the man holding me like I was everything had already been sleeping with Serena, plotting behind my back, waiting for the moment to bury the Harrington for good. A maid's gasp pulled me back. "Madam, Miss Serena isn't in her room. Her veil and gown are gone. She took everything. And we found something in her room." Dad picked it up. Intimate photos of Damien and Serena in bed. Dad's face went the colour of stone. He threw the photos directly at Mrs. Ward's face.
"This is what your parenting produced. She's gonna drag the entire Harrington name through the dirt!"
The doorman was still hovering.
"Sir, the Callum family is asking at the gate. What should we do?"
Dad slammed his fist on the table.
"Get someone to the Voss estate immediately. Find Serena and drag her back."
Yes, sir.
I took the chance, caught Dad's sleeve, pressed my nails into my thigh.
Dad,
let the tears fall.
let it go. Serena and Damien already slept together. He set up this whole scheme on his own wedding day to humiliate us. A man like that, I don't want him. In business, your word is everything. I don't want you to be seen as someone who breaks promises. I'll go. I'll marry into the Callum family.
Vivienne.
He swallowed the rest. His eyes said everything.
But you are the Harrington heir, and that Zane Callum is...
I smiled and finished for him.
Dad, the Callum group ranked only 10 spots below the Voss family on last year's Forbes list. The Voss empire has been around for generations. The Callum group is 2 years old. Zane's disability doesn't affect his ability, and he's a genuine business mind. With me there, with Harrington backing, the Callum trajectory is anyone's guess.
Everyone in the room could see the difference. One daughter who'd stolen her sister's wedding, chasing wealth any way she could get it. One daughter who held her composure in a crisis and chose her family's honour over her own comfort. Mum was already pulling me into her arms, holding on. Dad bit down on his back teeth.
Even so, no one gets to treat my daughter however they like. Vivienne, I want you to know, you made the right call not marrying Damien.
By the time we arrived at the Voss estate, the newlyweds were already in the suite. But the banquet was still in full swing. When we walked in, the whole room went silent.
"Isn't that Vivienne Harrington? She's the bride. Why is she here?"
That can't be right. The bride was taken to the suite half an hour ago. If it's not her, then who's in there?
Mum's smile was sharp.
We apologize for the spectacle. The woman you saw earlier is also a Harrington daughter. The illegitimate one. She stole her sister's wedding.
The room exploded. Damien
Vivienne.
shoved through the crowd, face tight.
Stop making a scene! How is any of this Serena's fault? You overslept and missed your own ceremony. That's on you.
I thought she was you, and we went to the bed. As a man, I have to take responsibility for her.
The room was past speechless.
You came here to swap her out, didn't you?
I know you've been devoted to me for years. Here's what I'll offer. Serena and I will file legally. But I'll only name a child of yours as my heir. How about that?